celebration ceremony. Whoops. All right. So Jean, I'm going to pass the mic to you now. Take it away.
Welcome. Thank you for those kind words, Sarah. It is an honor to be here and welcome you all to our 2022 Spring Celebration ceremony. I know I'm enjoying the music and the energy. I can even feel it over Zoom. You know, it is so important for us to spend this time to pause and celebrate successes always, and especially now. You know, we are continuing to live during times that are challenging. There is loss, there is sorrow, and we are called to lean upon one another and our community to help us through. Let's take a minute here to look around this audience. Among us are not only awardees, but leaders, folks who see what could be possible and harness the energy and talents of those around them to help achieve that vision. They spend hours, weeks, years working to advance goals, connecting more to students through mentorships and accessibility, providing sustainability for our institutions and collaborations for colleagues. They open doors. They leave handprints of hope, encouragement, and determination. And even when the exhaustion hits, and we all know that it does, they persist, thrive, and elevate those around them. These leaders have a spark that only so many can hold, and we all aspire to be. These are our leaders, our 2021 campus-wide AURA honorees: Elon University, Mercer University, University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, our 2022 CUR Fellows, Dr. John Barthel, Dr. Sunghee Lee, our 2022 Goldwater Scholar Faculty Mentor Awardee, Dr. George Shields, our 2022 Arts and Humanities Faculty Mentor Award, Professor Joe Trimmer, and the many faculty, mentors, and students who were acknowledged this year with division awards. When I look around, I feel gratitude to be among such inspiring leaders, both present and past honorees. I welcome you all. Welcome to those past recipients who are joining us during this community celebration. Welcome to our undergraduate research community. A special thank you and welcome to our award committees who have spent hours, weeks, months working through the many nominations and selecting our honorees. And a warm welcome and huge congratulations again to our award recipients. All of these honorees have pledged to continue to support the undergraduate research world, and in doing so have become part of the national model of undergraduate research excellence. This week is Undergraduate Research Week, where our community acknowledges the hard work, determination, support, leadership, and pride each person has dedicated, whether it be a staff administrator trying to stretch budgets, faculties spending sleepless nights figuring out the new Zoom upgrade, a student researcher connecting virtually with their mentor, or a provost sending a nice thank you. I would like to take a minute to thank each and every one of you for your continued support of undergraduate research. But most importantly, I want to thank the award recipients. We are celebrating today for taking the extra step to lead through trials, show triumphs, and exemplify what a true undergraduate research institutional leader looks like. Congratulations on your well-deserved awards, and I look forward to following your continued guidance as you join the ranks of our other amazing recipients.
Awesome. That was such a great video. Thank you, Jean, for those words and for setting up this great celebration and what you shared and for your amazing leadership. I loved all your comments, especially the Go Dad comment for you, John, for your daughter, Caitlin. That was pretty awesome to see in the chat box. But lots of love for all of our award recipients. And we've got some really fabulous ones. So keep those comments coming. And we thought, I hope you're also, by the way, enjoying your delicious Sugar Wish treats that CUR mailed out. If you got those with you, show us in your camera what you're eating. We'd love to see that. But we thought, we did this last year and this went over really well. We thought it would be really fun to do a little trivia about our 3 fabulous universities. And so here's how this is going to work. I've got 3 trivia questions about each one of our schools. We're going to go one school at a time. And the first person to put the right answer in the chat box is going to be contacted by a private message by one of the CUR staff to receive a $10 gift card. Okay, so we're rewarding participation. So first person in the chat box with the right answer will get a private message from the CUR staff, and you will, with instructions about how we'll get the $10 gift card to you. All right. The first school we're going to talk about is Elon University. All right. So get your hats on about Elon. You know, no Googling this. You have to kind of go with it. I know we've got a lot of Elon people here, but so Elon University ranked among, here's the first question. They ranked among the top 100, here we go, that's up there now, 100 national universities, and has a what-to-what student faculty ratio. So in order for them to be in the top 100, they have to have a what-to-what student faculty ratio. Is the answer 1 to 1? That's A. B is 24 to 1. C is 12 to 1. And D is 100 to 1. Get those answers in. I'm going to give you a minute here to put the answers in. What is the student to faculty ratio in order to be ranked in the top 100 national universities? The A, B, C, or D? All right, there we go. There's our trivia Jeopardy music. All right, well, I'm seeing a bunch of C's, and that is the correct answer, a 12 to 1 ratio. So the fun fact to the university's website, right? Elon University has been making teaching and mentoring their top priority. So that is why that is their why they've been recognized. So congratulations, Elon. That's awesome. All right, let's go to the next question, Luke. So get ready. You guys got a first chance here. Now get ready for question number 2. Elon University has built a national reputation for excellence based on what 5 key factors? These factors include globally engaged, experiential, environmental learning, being ambitious, and what is the 5th factor? Is it A, student-centered, B, their partying, C, their Greek life, or D, their campus food? We'll give you a couple seconds here to get your answers in the chat box. All right, I think that was a little bit of a giveaway. So yeah, the answer is A. And so hopefully whoever got that first is gonna get the $10 gift card. But at Elon, students are, students are encouraged to be ambitious, curious, compassionate, big thinkers, and creative problem solvers. And the 5 key factors that help inspire their ideals on campus. For those who were the first to correct, remember, you'll be getting this gift card. So let's take a look. We're going to pause now before we go on to the next school because we've got a great video on Elon, and learn more about their undergraduate research program. So let's take a look at that now, Luke, and learn more about our award recipient.
It's an honor to be recognized with this year's AURA Award. It's a testament to the quality of the undergraduate research experience that faculty and students create at Elon. Undergraduate research is a powerful component of an Elon education that builds leaders, fosters mentorship, and prepares students for a range of engaging futures and careers.
Undergraduate research prepares students in a variety of ways for what's next after graduation. They learn transferable skills like critical thinking and oral and written communication that prepare them to speak to a wide variety of audiences, and this helps them in the workforce and in graduate and professional schools.
The role of the Undergraduate Research Student Association is to basically assist undergraduate students in getting involved in research and just help them understand the process. Research can be kind of complicated to understand, especially if you're coming in right out of high school.
I came to Elon with no plan but to graduate. I'd done a little bit of research my junior and senior year of high school, and it was kind of just on things dealing with psychology, which is my major, and also dealing with like the Black community. But I never thought that I'd be doing a project, combining both of those interests, but also something that has turned into like this big thing that's really shaped my time at Elon.
Undergraduate research has been part of the Elon culture for about 30 years and has served to be a place where our approach to relational education comes to life in fostering deep student learning and student-faculty engagement.
My students' research and my research are sort of woven together in such a tight way that I don't know that you could say that I have student research and my own scholarship. I think they're, again, one is a reflection of the other.
My undergraduate research focuses on mental health within the Black community. I like to describe my project a lot of the times as my baby, but I really want to take this project that I'm actually working on as a Lumen Scholar and develop it into some kind of career or some type of workshop or intervention, but really wanting to see how big this baby of mine can grow.
I think it's taught me to work with all sorts of different people. All of my students are kind of just like, I think they're kind of like siblings, right? Where they all have different personalities, they all bring different strengths to the lab. And I think from a mentoring standpoint, it's taught me how to communicate with all sorts of different people. It's taught me how to relate and understand individuals a little bit better and figure out what their needs are and how I can best foster their path in doing undergraduate research.
Elon faculty are motivated to become better mentors. They engage in workshops, and really interestingly, they conduct research on what makes a good mentor and how to become a better mentor, and have published and conducted lots of studies on the topic.
It is a lot of work on both ends, but I think in the end, when I reflect on it, I think that I know that I get a lot out of the process of working with these students. I think the students also get a lot out of it, and I think the relationships that end up developing over that course of time are long-standing, right? I think those are meaningful to all of us in a way that I think is sometimes unexpected when you first start interacting with your students.
I've seen students grow in tremendous ways as they participate in undergraduate research. At the very beginning of the process, you see the nervous excitement as they embark on this journey. And it's interesting to see them grow both in disciplinary knowledge as well as in self-confidence and self-assuredness as they move through that developmental relationship. At the end of the undergraduate research experience, it is really interesting to see how excited the students are and how confident they are when they go to present their research. And we know that it's a great jumping off point for them as they pursue graduate studies or a career.
I think that it's really a wonderful experience. You learn so much. You get to connect with amazing faculty and just better understand research long term. So I would definitely encourage you to check it out.
I like to describe my research project as this culmination of all the things that I've been learning here at Elon, and am hoping to even pursue that beyond Elon and graduating.
Thank you again for this wonderful honor. It'll be exciting to see what lies ahead for undergraduate research at Elon University and all the wonderful accomplishments that students and faculty will achieve together.
Awesome. Congratulations, Elon University. That was just a great video. And I know there's several of the fabulous students that were highlighted in that. Shout out in chat if you're here with us. I would have loved to have seen some of your presentations. I'm sure you presented at the conference, I think it was just a week ago. But congratulations, Elon. What a great, great example of why you're an AURA winner. So let's go to our next our AURA awardee, which is actually Mercer University. So all the Mercer people in the house, let's see you in chat. And to kind of learn a little bit more about our recipient, Mercer University, let's get some trivia music ready here from. We're going to do three more trivia questions about Mercer University, okay? Same drill. First person to drop in chat with the correct answer is going to be contacted by a CUR staff with a $10 gift certificate. All right, here we go. Mercer University, a private research university, has over 9,000 students enrolled. How many countries are these students from? Is the answer A, 12, if B is 54, C is 62, or D is 45? How many countries are these 9,000 students at Mercer from? What is your answer? Drop it in. Is it A, B, C, or D? Don't do the number, do the letter, A, B, C, or D. Well, I guess maybe we'll let that slide. So I'm going to give you another 10 seconds here to get your answer in. How many countries are these students from? This is a little tricky. A, B, C, or D? All right. Okay. All right. Well, I see one person with a right answer, and this might be the only one. Maybe it was in the early part, but the answer, you ready, Luke? The answer is B, 54. 54 countries are represented of the 9,000 student body at Mercer University. So whoever got B first is our winner. They represent 47 states and 53 foreign countries, although 87% of students are residents of Georgia. So there's a little big trivia nugget on Mercer University. So, all right, you got another shot here. Get ready with your cursor. Kathy, go Bears, we love our students. All right, so here we go, guys. Here's another shot. Number 2, although founded in 1833 as Mercer Institute, what year did Mercer University gain its university status? Was it 1836? That's A, B, 1840, or C, 1834, or D, 1837? Get your answers in there. What year did Mercer University gain its university status? A, B, C, or D? Let's get those answers in there. Another few seconds to get them right. First one's going to get a $10 gift certificate. All right. I see at least 1 or 2 good right answers. The answer is D, 1837. So whoever got D first. Mercer is the oldest private university in the state of Georgia and is also part of the nation's oldest collegiate honor society, Pi Beta Kappa. So let's dive in and thanks for playing, by the way. Congratulations to our winners. But let's dive in and learn a little more about Mercer and what this distinguished honor of being an AURA recipient means to them. Let's take a look.
We're really excited to receive the 2021 Award for Undergraduate Research Accomplishments. This award recognizes our faculty and our students. Our faculty for incredible research experiences that they've put together for our students, and for our students for all of the time, energy, and passion that they put into undergraduate research and creative activities.
I think that every one of us is a product of our life experiences. And when I was an undergraduate student, the most impactful academic experience I had was working one-on-one with one of my professors on a research project, and we ultimately published the results of our research in an academic journal, and it was the most meaningful experience I had. And as a consequence, I want every one of our students to have that kind of experience while they're here with us. So when we talk about research that reaches out, what we're really talking about is research endeavors that also advance the service mission of the university by allowing our students and faculty to take on some challenge to the human condition.
Research that reaches out is supported by a 3-level curricular model. Students come to Mercer and get a first introduction to service research practices through a general education course that gives them practice with proposing solutions to real-world problems. Students then go on to upper-level courses, programs like Mercer on Mission, and even working one-on-one with undergraduate research mentors to then implement those methods and affect real-world change.
One of my favorite programs at Mercer is the Mercer on Mission program because it allows us to take on these kinds of challenges in international settings. We've got 14 different active research programs in international settings. For example, several years ago, one of our faculty members told his biomedical engineering students about the problem of landmines in Vietnam. So he told his students, let's figure out what makes prosthetics so expensive. Let's design high-quality prosthetics that will be affordable, and then let's test them and see if they work. And they did work, and they've now fit 17,000 amputees with these prosthetics. To me, that is the quintessential example of what we're talking about when we talk about research that reaches out, research that touches and solves a real human need.
One of the great things about Mercer is that although we have our small class sizes for those one-on-one interactions between faculty and students, we also have a large research budget. We have outstanding laboratory facilities, fantastic support from our library, and funds for things like travel for archival work and conference support. Every year here at Mercer, we host Bear Day, which stands for Breakthroughs in Engagement, Arts, and Research. This is a celebration of undergraduate research accomplishments. Every year, hundreds of students participate by giving posters, oral presentations, and exhibitions. Our investments in undergraduate research have translated into tremendous success with students applying for competitive fellowships and scholarships. Over the last several years, we've been the nation's leader in producing engineering students as recipients of the Goldwater Scholarship. Fellowships like the Goldwater Scholarship are indicators of student achievement and promise in undergraduate research, but also lead to additional research honors such as summer research internships and graduate school fellowships. Students go on to disseminate their work with faculty at undergraduate research conferences like CUR and research conferences specific to the disciplines, including at the regional, national, and international level. Students also disseminate research with their faculty mentors via co-authorships on peer-reviewed publications. Undergraduates are co-authors with faculty on more than 90 peer-reviewed publications since 2014.
We have banners all over campus, and the banners say, at Mercer, everyone majors in changing the world. And what we mean by that is that regardless of what your academic program, whether you're a political science student, a biomedical engineering student, a chemistry major, regardless, you're going to develop skills and talents that can be deployed to improve lives around the world. And we're hoping to inspire every student to use their academic experiences in very meaningful ways.
Awesome. Congratulations, Mercer. What a great video. So shout it out in there. Again, if some of our students are here, let's hear from you. Very, very inspiring videos. All these videos have been outstanding. So congratulations. Well, we have our final AURA awardee. And to learn a little bit more about them, we're going to do our final trivia questions. So get your fingers ready in the chat buzzer, because once again, the first person with the right answer is going to get contacted by CUR with a $10 gift certificate. So, all right, we got the music ready to go as we learn about University of Wisconsin-La Crosse. That's who our final recipient is. So get ready for this one. And Luke, when you're ready, let's put up the first question. Now I'm going to tell you right now on this first question, I'm gonna award the first person who can actually correctly say this, because I looked it up and I have like 3 different ways to pronounce this. But the first question is, University of Wisconsin-La Crosse has a motto, Mens Corpus K, and I know I didn't say this right. If somebody's got a phonetic spelling, put it in chat. But Corpus K, what does this translate to? Is it A, a men's corp, B, friends from all over, C, human body, or D, mind and body? What is your answer there? A, B, C, or D? And again, seriously, if somebody can tell me how to pronounce that phonetically, I would love to hear that. Or feel free to turn on your mic. I don't know if Luke has you turned off, but I'd love to hear somebody say that. But do we get some answers in? There looks like, oh, I see a bunch of correct answers. So the answer is D, mind and body. So I see Kelly, lots of people. Oh, Alex, Alexa, it's men's Corpus K. Corpus K. Wow. Thank you, Alexa. Where were you? A couple hours ago. Okay. So men's Corpus K means mind and body. We got a lot of right answers on that one. Thank you. Okay, it's from the Middle Ages, her scholarly area. Alexa, super helpful. I wish I had called you a couple hours ago. But that was a great way to learn. All right, so University of Wisconsin-La Crosse's mind and body motto is incorporated all throughout campus. It signifies a student-centered and commitment, and the being student-centered and committed to a quality education for the person as a whole. So, all right, along with this excellent education, here, let's go to number 2, Luke. along with their excellent undergraduate research programs, University of Wisconsin-La Crosse has won how many national athletic championships? Is it A71, B21, C100, or D75? This is national athletic championships. A, B, C, or D? First person right, $10 winner. I haven't seen a lot of right answers yet, so I'm gonna go a few more seconds. A, B, C, or D? No, this has tripped up a lot of people. All right. Well, I saw one person. I don't know if it was Kelly was first, but I saw Kelly with A71. Let's put that answer up there. Correct answer is 71A, and I know Kelly got it right. University of Wisconsin-La Crosse is an NCAA Division III school with over 20 athletic teams and over 100 intercollegiate athletic teams. UWL student athletes posted the highest combined grade point average among the 8 WIAC institutions. So congratulations, that's amazing. So all right, lots to celebrate here, but before we, let's take a look. Let's learn some more about University of Wisconsin-La Crosse. They have a fabulous video they put together too. So let's hear more about how this community-centered university and how their hard work has paid off in growing an amazing undergraduate research program. Let's take a look now.
So UWL is a mid-sized public school. We do have a master's program, about 10,000 students altogether, and a wide variety of majors and disciplines. So UWL has been involved in undergraduate research kind of informally for decades. About 20 years ago, it got established with undergraduate research grants and symposia. We have the Dean Summer Fellows started around then, and our Office of Undergraduate Research started in 2011. So our exemplary project for the AURA Award was our Eagle Apprentice program. The benefit of the Eagle Apprentice program is getting students involved with a faculty mentor early on, both as a recruitment and retention tool. We found that 97% of the Eagle Apprentices are actually retained to their second year, and they're given a $1,000 scholarship. In addition to the funds, they're actually getting some really hands-on experiential learning opportunities.
When I was trying to decide what kind of school I wanted to go to, even though I was from such a big town, I wasn't really leaning towards a super big school. I realized I kind of wanted something that was a little bit more personable, and when I toured here, everyone was just so nice, and it was just kind of connected with me that way. And then when I got the opportunity to do the Eagle Apprenticeship program, that kind of confirmed that this is really a school that I want to go to. I work with Dr. Tony Sanderfoot. He's a professor of biology here, and we work with the green algae known as Chlamydomonas. And my freshman and sophomore year, the Eagle Apprenticeship program really prepares you to write grants later. So I learned a lot of lab techniques and really getting those techniques down. And then after the Eagle Apprenticeship program, I was able to go on and write my own grant with the help of Dr. Sanderfoot.
Undergraduate research and creativity at UWL actually involves many different programs across multiple disciplines. We have some that work in specific departments, others that work with underrepresented students or first-generation students. So we have a very wide range of different programs.
So the McNair Scholars Program is a federally funded program from the Department of Education with the goal of helping first-generation financially challenged students and then students from underrepresented groups into moving on into postgraduate work, post-baccalaureate work, I should say, and get into grad school that would lead them to a research degree, a PhD in particular.
For me, graduate school wasn't really in the picture until I went to an info session about McNair. The program really changed the trajectory of my life. It provided me the access to a Research One institution. I had the opportunity to really start seeing myself as a scholar and to engage in the work that is important to me.
The FIRE program, it stands for First Year Research Exposure. Primary goal is it's really a community learning program, but it's also a retention program. And then they're also exposed to different sort of short, what we call research exposures by faculty and other folks around the community about what research is. It allows them to see other areas of science and help them if something doesn't work out in one direction, they have some other pathways to consider before they leave the sciences altogether.
The Dean's Distinguished Fellowship Program in the College of Science and Health is a program that allows or provides an opportunity for undergraduate students to get a very intensive and extensive research experience during the summer. We provide a stipend for the students to work with a faculty member for 10 weeks, and that allows them to devote undivided attention to that research experience and that research project without having to worry about working. We've worked with our foundation office and have very generous benefactors assist us in providing funds to support students.
So hopefully we can maintain the quality programs that we have right now into the future. But one area we're really starting to focus on are community engaged research in the classroom. So students actually get the experience of working on a high impact practice, but in the classroom working with a community partner.
Congratulations, University of Wisconsin-La Crosse. That's awesome. Another fabulous video. You guys, all three schools, what great opportunity for us to learn more about you. So congratulations, UWL. It's now time for us to learn a little bit about our fellows being recognized today. A lot of shout out in chat earlier. We're going to do a little more trivia since you guys really like this and you seem to be pretty good at it as we learn a little bit more about our two 2022 fellow awardees, Dr. Sunghee Lee and John Barthel. And so here we go. And again, jump into chat with the first correct answer and then another $10 gift card is coming your way. So CUR's, here's the first question. You ready, Luke? CUR's Biannual Fellows Award recognizes two CUR members who have facilitated undergraduate research, scholarship, and creative activities at their institution through mentorship and demonstrated leadership activities. Let's start off with two quick questions. In what year were the first CUR Fellow Award recipients announced? Was it A, 2000, B, 2001, C, 2010, or D, 1995? What year were the first CUR Fellow Award recipients announced? A, B, C, or D? 2000, 2001, 2010, or 1995? This is our CUR Biannual Fellows Awards. All right. Did we get a right answer? Let's see. Yeah, I see at least one. All right, the answer, you ready, Luke, is A, 2000. 2000 was the first CUR Fellows Award recipient. That was the first year we announced it. So here we are 22 years later. So, all right, I know Jeff had the right answer and I think somebody else had an A first, but you got another shot here. So get ready with the trigger. Here we go with question number 2. Dr. Sunghee Lee and Dr. John Barthel, our 2022 fellow awardees, have mentored hundreds of students. Combined, how many presentations and publications have these two co-authored and presented? Is it A, 71, B, 21, C, 488, or D, 75? How many have combined presentations and publications have they co-authored and presented? A, B, C, or D? All right. Well, gonna give it another 5 seconds. Get those. You got a couple more people that could get it right here. All right. Oh, I see a couple of right answers. So I'm gonna go ahead, Luke, and the answer is C, 488. That's a lot. That's a lot of presentations and publications, so that's amazing. Thank you for what you guys do. But fun fact, Dr. Barthel has co-authored 21 articles and 126 presentations with students, while Dr. Lee has published 41 publications with over 70 student co-authors and presented over 300 conference presentations. So, wow, that made me tired just reading that. Wow is definitely right, Jean. These two CUR Fellows are leaders and role models for those involved in the undergraduate research community. As Jean mentioned before, these 2022 leaders are Dr. John Barthel, who is the National Science Foundation, formerly University of Central Oklahoma, and Dr. Sunghee Lee from Iona College. And Dr. John Barthel is an accomplished scholar and former professor who throughout his 25 years at UCO advanced the recognition of undergraduate research efforts. And Dr. Lee is the Iona College Board of Trustees and endowed professor in science and a professor in the chemistry and biochemistry departments. And these two leaders have provided much inspiration to all who participate in the important work of undergraduate research, evidenced by the love being thrown to both these fabulous teachers and researchers in the chat box. A lot of students here throwing love at them. We've even got, it just was really warming to see all the love. So these two leaders have provided much inspiration to all of us who participate in the important work of undergraduate research. Let's take a minute to listen in on a few words from their campuses. Take a look.
At the University of Central Oklahoma, we are all about transformative learning. And John Barthel has been key to keeping that vision and that mission alive for us. His passion for research, his impact on our faculty, on what we offer for our students through academic programs, through the teaching opportunities and the learning opportunities have all been part of a vision of making sure that we teach in a unique and powerful way. Undergraduate research is a very unique experience. Most students don't have the opportunity to step into a lab side by side with a researcher at this level in their professional careers until much later in their educational journey. For this to be an opportunity that's been created here on campus has really transformed how students view the process of discovery.
When I think of him, I imagine our entire cohort in that year of 2017 in the field in Lesvos, Greece, and Dr. Barthel picking up a female honeybee, showing us how to hold her without being stung. That totally blew my mind. Many of us learned how to catch bees for the first time. We ran small experiments. So he played a pivotal role in introducing us to other researchers, pointing us to different areas of study that we might be interested in, as well as taking us to our first national conference, the Society for Integrative and Comparative Biology Conference. He escorted us from being undergraduates to preparing us to be professional scientific researchers. There are a lot of amazing scientists out there, but not all amazing scientists are amazing mentors. Having the confluence of the two is quite rare. So I do see the confluence of being an amazing scientist and an amazing mentor in Dr. Barthel. He's supported me as well as other cohort members in every step of our journey.
When I think of John Barthel, I think of an individual who understands exactly why he comes in every day. I watched him skillfully mold the position of provost and be able to project to colleagues the idea that we are here to create a learning environment where student success is paramount. And he does it not by just what he says, but so much importantly, by what he does. John and his colleagues began to work years ago that we, the University of Central Oklahoma, could host what's considered to be the premier event once a year for undergraduate research. led by John, who I call the godfather of CUR 2018. We hosted 4,200 students and faculty from every state in the United States and 18 countries on this campus and brought them to Edmond and to Oklahoma City for what many say was one of the outstanding annual events that CUR has ever held. Having that in mind, and then thinking about John being identified now so appropriately as a CUR Fellow, John is being recognized not for an event or not for a moment or not even for a particular scholarly paper. I believe John's being recognized for the work that he has done across his entire career to create unusually effective learning opportunities for his students, for his colleagues, and for himself. And in that way, he has enriched the environment, he's enriched the culture of this institution in ways that precious few people ever get to do in their lives.
When I was an undergraduate, somebody helped me. I think you have to take that seriously when that happens to you in life. And if you feel it's benefited you in some way, which it has certainly benefited me, find a way to help it benefit other people as well. And so that's why, as a faculty member, I was so heavily involved in undergraduate research, is getting them involved firsthand in the same way that I was, with the hope that, maybe they'll find a pathway out of that as well. Extremely exciting to realize that you have been recognized by students, colleagues, faculty, administrators, and members of the Council on Undergraduate Research. And I will always be grateful, and I promise to pay this experience forward and continue, to support undergraduates as they work on research, creative, and scholarly activities.
Dr. Lee has really been a lifelong mentor to me. She's really played an instrumental role in how I've approached research, how I've approached mentoring other fellow research members and being a guide to them, as she been a guide for me.
Dr. Lee has taught me to believe in myself, and that persistence goes a long way depending on what you do in your future endeavors.
Dr. Lee, on behalf of everyone here, it is my honor to congratulate you on this prestigious award. Your record of accomplishment deserves to be celebrated, and this recognition is well earned. You consistently go above and beyond in your dedication to both Iona and our students, and especially to undergraduate research. It shows not only in the results that emanate from your lab, but also in the passion that your students bring to their work, which they carry toward the rest of their lives.
For me, Dr. Lee really paved the way for what I wanted to learn more about and kind of opened a new world of topics for me, so it really was something that she had in mind for me at a point where I wasn't sure where I wanted to go or what direction I wanted to go in.
I'm the first in my family to go to college, and it's been really rough, but having mentors like Dr. Lee that actually help you and give you opportunities like PhD schools and knowing that that's an option is really important.
Driven by innovation, excellence, collaboration, and the relentless pursuit of success, Project Symphony has become an aspirational model for other programs to strive toward.
Our research group is called the Project Symphony. The naming of it came from the idea that the whole is greater than some of its parts. We work together in harmony as a team to achieve a shared goal, just like in a musical symphony orchestra.
My research is focused on studying more about the electrical properties of the cell membrane and how we can quantify and develop a new method that measures specific properties such as resistance and capacitance of the membrane. And this work has been done in collaboration with the University of Tokyo, and it's been played a big role in my research here and been very significant for me.
My research has focused on thermal properties and its influence on model membranes through looking at non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs.
Yet, as we all know, your commitment to research extends far beyond your own lab. In fact, it has become infused across the entire Iona campus.
I would like to say huge congratulations to Dr. Lee. You deserve it more than anyone I know. You've been a huge impact on not just my life, but on the lives of many.
I want to say to Dr. Lee, congratulations. I truly hope that this and many other future endeavors leads you to a bunch of success.
We're truly grateful for all you've done to elevate the Iona experience for our students, and I know the best is still yet to come. Congratulations, and thank you. I'd also like to offer my gratitude to CUR, not only for celebrating Dr. Lee, but also for supporting undergraduate research at Iona. I know the Student Research Fellowship will lead to great things under Dr. Lee's guidance. Thank you.
Hello everyone. It is my great honor to accept this award. Over the years, I have seen others receive this award, people who I respect and admire, and now to be included in those ranks is truly a humbling and inspiring experience. Thank you to everyone at CUR, not just for recognizing my work at Iona, but even more so for your continuous support of undergraduate research. I also want to thank Iona College, my colleagues, and Dr. Seamus Carey, the president, for believing in the value of undergraduate research over the years. I could never have done this alone without your support. But most of all, I want to thank all of my students for their dedication and enthusiasm. Many of my former students are joining this ceremony today, and I'm very proud of all of you and all of your accomplishments. You've done a fantastic job at Iona, but even beyond that, you established successful careers as doctors and educators and scientists. I cherish all the precious time we spent together in and out of the research lab. Thank you again to everyone. I truly am humbled. At the same time, I'm very excited to keep up the important work.
Wow, those are so fabulous. Congratulations to our two awardees, Dr. Barthel and Dr. Lee. Somebody mentioned in chat that by being virtual, we now have these fabulous recordings. If we had been live, we now have this legacy of the both of you to go back and look at. I don't know if that's the first time that each of you have seen this, but if it is, I'm sure that was probably emotional, and you will be getting a copy of this to be able to share. And it's such a fabulous legacy, a record, a statement of the impact you've made. So congratulations to both of you, and fabulous job, CUR staff, on those videos. Outstanding. So let's move on to our next award, which is where we partner with the Barry-Goldwater Scholarship and Excellence in Education Foundation Program. And CUR recognizes faculty members who conduct research in a science, technology, engineering, or mathematics discipline as defined by the Goldwater Scholars Program, and names them the CUR-Goldwater Scholars Faculty Mentor Awardee. So once again, we're going to do a little trivia on this to learn more about the Barry-Goldwater Scholarship and Excellence in Education. So get that music ready there, round. And our first question coming up, the Barry-Goldwater Scholarship and Excellence in Education Foundation was established by Congress in what year to honor Senator Barry-Goldwater? Was it A, 1996, B, 1971, C, 1986, or D, 1991? What year did the foundation established by Congress, what year did we honor, what year was Senator Barry-Goldwater honored? A, B, C, or D? All right. I see one correct answer. I'm ready, Luke. The right answer is C. It was 1986. So fun fact, Senator Barry-Goldwater served his country for 56 years as a senator, as a soldier, and statesman, including 30 years of service in the U.S. Senate. And the purpose of the foundation is to provide a continuing source of highly qualified scientists, mathematicians, and engineers by awarding scholarships to college students who intend to pursue research careers in these disciplines. CUR wanted to extend appreciation for those mentors who helped these scholarly students along the way and helped start their partnerships with awarding their first joint award in 2014. And this year, our 2022 awardee has been named for his influential mentoring abilities in chemistry. Under his professor's guidance, 4 students 4 students have won Fulbright Awards, and 13 became Goldwater Scholars, including 5 at his home institution of Furman University, 3 of which were announced in 2021. Congratulations, Dr. George Shields. Let's take a look at what people have to say about you, Dr. Shields.
Good afternoon. I'm John Matea, President of the Goldwater Scholarship Foundation. On behalf of the Council on Undergraduate Research and the Goldwater Foundation, I'm delighted to have the opportunity to introduce you today to the recipient of this year's CUR-Goldwater Scholar Faculty Mentor Award, Dr. George Shields. This recognition was created and first awarded in 2014 to celebrate outstanding mentors, specifically those faculty who have served as mentors for Goldwater Scholarship recipients. At Goldwater, we were delighted when the leadership of CUR agreed to partner with us to recognize the important role that mentors play in everything our 2 organizations do and stand for. Dr. Shields is truly one of this nation's outstanding educators and research mentors. Since 1989, George has involved 133 undergraduates, 2 high school teachers, and 5 high school students in cutting-edge research in his own laboratory. His mentees have received 37 national awards, including 12 Goldwater scholarships. They published in leading journals like the Journal of the American Chemical Society, including a number as first authors, and 90% of his students have gone on to graduate school or professional programs. What I find truly exceptional about George is that he has been able to maintain a competitive research program, not only when he was a faculty member, he has been able to do so while holding significant administrative positions, most recently as provost of Furman University. George's impact on students' lives go well beyond the 5 universities at which he has held faculty and administrative positions. George has had a major national impact on chemistry education by mentoring faculty in a consortium he created of computational chemists at primarily undergraduate institutions. The acronym for the consortium is Mercury, which stands for Molecular Education and Research Consortium in Undergraduate Computational Chemistry. In creating and supporting this collaboration, George has impacted the lives of countless additional undergraduates, including many students of color, students who are first-generation college, and female students, all major focuses for this consortium. On behalf of CUR and the Goldwater Scholarship Foundation, it's my pleasure to introduce you today to the 2022 recipient of the CUR Goldwater Scholar Faculty and Mentor Award, Dr. George Shields.
Congratulations, Dr. Shields. Wonderful words there. All right, let's move on to our next award, which is the CUR Arts and Humanities Faculty Member Award. And to learn a little bit about this, we're going to do another couple trivia questions. So get ready for this. Established by an endowed gift from Joyce Kincaid, Utah State University, the CUR Arts and Humanities Faculty Mentor Award signifies the continued nurturing of undergraduate research, scholarship, and creative inquiry in arts and humanities discipline. Our first question, coming on the screen right now. In what year was the CUR Arts and Humanities Faculty Mentor Award established? Was it A, 2018, B, 1999, C, 2010, or D, 2015? A, B, C, or D? Drop that in, and the first person with the right answer is getting a $10 gift card. What year was the CUR Arts and Humanities Faculty Mentor Award established? Was it A, 2018, B, 1990, C, 2010, or D, 2015? Gonna give it, all right. I see a couple of right answers. I think we're ready, Luke. The answer is A, 2018. So I know Maria had that right. I saw a couple other people, maybe 1 or 2 before her, but 2018 was the year it was established. And a fun fact is Joyce Kincaid that was named a CUR Fellow in 2012. So that's awesome. So this year, our 2022 awardee has been named for the hundreds of undergraduate students and dozens of honor college undergraduates of Ball State University that he has mentored. A founder of CUR's Division of Arts and Humanities, our 2022 awardee, Joe Trimmer, Emeritus, Ball State University has been active in CUR for almost 20 years. He served as a member of the executive board from 2016 to 2020 and has continued to advocate for the support of undergraduate research in the areas of arts and humanities by highlighting models of success, training future mentors, and supporting student researchers even into his retirement. We congratulate you, Joe, and let's take a little deeper dive into this award now.
Hi, my name is Alexa Sand, and I am the Associate Vice President for Research at Utah State University, where I oversee the AURA-winning campus-wide undergraduate research program, which has been supporting faculty mentors and their undergraduate students in research since 1975. I am also the outgoing chair of the Division of Arts and Humanities. When I first arrived at Utah State in 2004, I received a phone call from the then Associate VP for Research and English professor, Dr. Joyce Kincaid. She was piloting a new initiative for highly motivated students who wanted to be immersed in research from day one of their university education, and she asked me if I would mentor one of these pioneers of our Undergraduate Research Fellows program. I agreed, and Joyce became one of my most important mentors as I developed my own mentoring skills. Joyce is one of those exceptionally energetic and determined people who just get things done. In the 11 years she served as director of USU's undergraduate research program, she led the effort to establish our annual Research on Capitol Hill event in Salt Lake City, organized the first ever Utah Conference on Undergraduate Research, and oversaw the creation of the Peak Prize, our top award for undergraduate research excellence. She also created the Undergraduate Research Mentor of the Year Award, recognizing the faculty member whose mentorship of undergraduate researchers had been most impactful. So, it really came as no surprise when I learned in 2018 that Joyce and her husband David Lancey had decided to endow a national prize for undergraduate research mentoring in the arts and humanities. Joyce was elected as a fellow of the Council of Undergraduate Research in 2012 and was a counselor in the Undergraduate Research Program Directors Division for many years. As the author of dozens of publications about undergraduate research and of scholarly research on the development of writing studies in the 20th century, she understands both the theory and the practice of undergraduate mentoring. As she noted in her CUR Fellows address in 2012, her dedication arises from personal experience. Her undergraduate research students have been her partners in her work. And early on, she became aware that unlike in the STEM fields, where the collaborative work of the laboratory or the field station provides a framework for mentored growth into research, in the humanities, the more solitary model of scholarship that tends to prevail leads to a lack of vocabulary or structures for mentoring new researchers in our fields. When Joyce sees a problem, she goes to work on a solution. And while her efforts at USU have benefited all students, they have also helped to build a culture of undergraduate research in the humanities and empowered humanities and arts faculty to grow their own mentoring practice. In establishing the Arts and Humanities Mentoring Award, Joyce proposed to recognize innovation and leadership in undergraduate research mentoring on a national level. And the response was enthusiastic. In each of the 4 award cycles so far, over a dozen faculty members from institutions across North America with disciplinary expertise ranging from theater to linguistics have been nominated by their deans or presidents. The net impact of all of these hardworking, dedicated, creative, and generous individuals on the lives of students is incalculable, but a handful of them have stood out even amongst a very competitive field. In 2019, 2 awards were made, one to Dr. Neil Smith of College of the Holy Cross, professor and chair of classics, whose collaborative, interdisciplinary digital humanities projects have engaged hundreds of students in the core work of classical studies research, and the other to Donald Lawrence, a professor of visual arts at Thompson Rivers University in British Columbia, whose students are encouraged to focus their multimedia artistic research on engaging community and cultural partners. In 2020, the award went to Dr. Ruben Dupertuis, professor of religious studies at Trinity University, San Antonio, whose leadership of Trinity's Mellon Initiative for Undergraduate Research in the Arts and Humanities has transformed the undergraduate experience at his institution. Like Dr. Smith, he also uses a collaborative digital lab model to initiate students into humanities research. In 2021, we recognized Dr. Greg Young of Montana State University, professor of music and founder of the Undergraduate Scholars Program there. In addition to his ongoing mentorship of individual students, Greg played a crucial role in building research into MSU's General Education Core, and also established MSU's McNair Scholars Program. Every year, when I read the biographies of the winners of the CUR Arts and Humanities Mentor Award, I am inspired to go back to my own practice and to do more, do better, and do it with joy and brio. This, in my view, is the spirit that the award recognizes, the spirit of Joyce Kincaid, and the spirit that drives all of us here in the Division of Arts and Humanities.
Wow, thank you for that. Congratulations, our 22 award winner, Joe Trimmer, excuse me, and all of our awardees. Believe it or not, we are near the end here of our program. It's been so inspiring. The time has flown by, and we are really excited to toast everybody. And we're going to actually have some breakout rooms with our awardees that you can drop in and congratulate them. I know a lot of you do. And I know we want to hear more from them. So as we start to wrap things up, let's get DJ Rome playing some music, and you can drop in some requests in the chat box as we toast all of our incredible awardees and leaders representing CUR and advocating for undergraduate research. And remember, we'll be getting in touch with you, people that have the right answer, with those gift cards for the trivia. And thanks for playing along with that. And we're gonna dance and celebrate. So turn your cameras back on and jump in. And if you wanna share some more things to our awardees, that would be great. I know that people want to share some things about Dr. Trimmer, so jump in and do that as well. And we're going to have, coming up at the bottom of the screen, we'll have breakout rooms. So Elon University is going to have a breakout room. Mercer University is going to have a breakout room. University of Wisconsin-La Crosse will have one. John Barthel will have one. Dr. Sunghee Lee will have one. Dr. John Barthel will have one, and Dr. Sunghee Lee. Dr. George Shields is going to have one, and Joe Trimmer is going to have one too. So, at the bottom of your screen, in a minute here, we're going to dance a little bit. Then Luke's going to bring up the breakout rooms, and it will have their names on it. And you can jump room to room and congratulate, and jump in and out. If for some reason you do not have the latest version, which has been about a year old on Zoom, if you're not seeing the breakout rooms, just tell us in chat where you want to go. And Luke and the guys will get you moved over to the correct room. But we want you to jump around and congratulate our winners and see them. And great, I'm seeing a lot of things jump in about Joe Trimmer, so that's awesome. Do that. And all right, so Rome, come on back. Everybody, lift your glass. Let's toast all of our 2022 CUR Award winners. And let's bring Rome back up, and let's dance and put your request in for songs. And you're going to see a pop-up on your screen where the private breakout rooms will be. But we're going to wait about 5 minutes. We're going to dance a little bit before we open those rooms. Here he is. Put your request in.
All right, this is for everybody who didn't get their movement on today yet. If you didn't get your workout on today yet, this is the point where you get to get your circulation up. Try to feel a little celebratory. Try to feel alive at home in your chair. Because If this was real life, we'd be hanging out somewhere, like toasting up all of these awardees and moving around, but we're gonna do what we can do.
Hey, mama, don't you treat me wrong. Come and love you, daddy, all night long, all right now. Hey, hey, all right. See the girl with the diamond ring.
Just a 10-minute workout. 10-minute workout, folks.
That thing, all right now.